Duterte extends distribution of claims for rights abuse victims. President Rodrigo Duterte has approved the extension until the end of the year of the maintenance, availability and release of funds for victims of human rights abuses during the Marcos regime. Duterte's former aide Christopher Bongo said Thursday that the president approved Congress' joint resolution meant to ensure that all legitimate claimants under Republic Act 10,368, Human Rights Victims Reparation and Recognition Act of 2013, could get monetary reparations. Last August, the House of Representatives passed Resolution 26. And in November last year the Senate adopted Resolution 13. The palace has yet to release a copy of the joint resolution. On May 11, 2018, the Human Rights Victims Claims Board, HRVCB, approved and duly recognized a total of 11,103 illegitimate claimants out of the more than 75,000 applicants. But it was only able to resolve 6,737 appeals last May 6, 6 days before the expiry of its existence on May 12, 2018. By June 28, 2018, the HRVCB account with the Link Bank of the Philippines, LBP, reported a balance of P792.629 million. The amount can only be maintained until August 11, 2018, after which the money would be reverted to the Bureau of Treasury. However, there were reports from several approved claimants' relatives that they failed to have their checks encashed, even with the issuance of special powers of attorney. In particular, the joint resolution targets those who were issued with checks by the LBP. Under the measure, the Bureau of Treasury and the LBP are authorized to release the funds and ensure payment of the claims. It also authorizes the Commission on Human Rights to administer the effective distribution of the funds to qualified victims, their heirs, or representatives. The funds for the compensation of the victims of human rights abuses come from Marcos' P10 billion secret Swiss bank deposits that the government had recovered. Duterte, however, raised doubts about allegations that former President Ferdinand Marcos amassed ill-gotten wealth of up to $10 billion during his two-decade rule that ended in a bloodless civilian uprising in 1986. Duterte's admission came despite the recovery of P171 billion worth of ill-gotten wealth from the Marcoses and cronies of the former strongman, who died in exile in Hawaii in 1989.